I survived a plane crash. Let's run it.
Hey, you. What would happen if your plane's engine failed? Both of them. And afterwards, crashed in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, I think you're cooked there.
Let's be honest here, you'd probably die. But what if you didn't and washed up on a deserted island? Could you survive, build a raft, and sail across
I think this is gonna be a W video for sure.
oceans to get back home? Well, I don't know, but I'm about to find out.
All right, so the first thing I need to do is get water.
My plan is to basically scan the whole island. I'm hoping for some kind of creek or river that can offer me fresh water.
Yeah, but isn't that shit like really dangerous to drink unless you have a filter?
But even after getting obliterated by a bunch of bees, I still couldn't find water.
Doesn't look like there's a creek.
That is, until I saw these coconuts. And even though I figured out the water problem, something
You can drink out of those?
I wasn't paying attention to is I was running out of light
I guess coconut water. That makes sense.
fast. The last thing I'm gonna do today, on my first night after the crash, I'm gonna build a simple shelter and try to stay warm, but
Oh, man. It's cold.
Good morning. This is the start of day 2 of me trying to escape this island.
Hey, it's a crab. Hey, crab.
to theoretically survive the crash plane scenario, I'll need a way better shelter, food, and eventually a raft to escape. So let's get to work.
Okay, so I'm honestly
Y'all think you're getting out of here?
thinking the more in the woods that I am, the less that rain
I tell myself, yeah, this looks easy, but I think I'd actually be fucked.
is going to be able to get to the natural cover anyway. What I'm thinking about doing is basically building like a tripod of sticks right here, and then running a long stick into that tree right there. First thing I'm going to do is make a clearing for my bed. Closer I look at this log, you can see it's just completely covered in ants.
At the cost of my own sanity, this shelter was actually getting built. By the way, you might be noticing some of these suitcases laying around. That's because we're simulating a plane crash here, and people's luggage would probably wash ashore after the crash, right? And so, I ordered 3 suitcases from a website that sells unclaimed baggage, meaning these belong to real people. But
There's like random shit.
I'd only really consider a few of their belongings even useful at all. I just had an idea. When I was a little kid, I used to start fires with a magnifying glass in the backyard, and I just took another look at these glasses. I'm noticing that this is focusing a little bit of light. I'm gonna see if I can try to get like a small twig or some dead leaves to burn,
Would that start a fire?
and hopefully I can start a fire.
Found some dead coconut skins, I guess, or something.
No fucking way.
God, it just keeps smoking, it doesn't start.
Brought some magic shit.
I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna get this up to my shelter that I'm working on right now, but
Keep in mind, I've been working in the sun for 2 days without food. My stomach just hurts. They say you can go a long time without eating, but like my stomach already hurts. And hopefully tomorrow I can
Yeah,
get
well, can't you go like a month or something without eating?
a really good meal. But right now I'm just so thirsty. It's like
Because your body will just use any like stored up calories and fat.
all I can think about is just water. And unfortunately, very shortly is where things begin to take a turn for the worst. But this version of myself doesn't know that yet.
this is pretty crazy. Look at this. There's these light beams that come down from the smoke. Kind of pretty.
I'll tell you firsthand, needing water is the only thing that hurts worse than needing food. What I'm sailing to, whenever I build this raft, is way out there. You can barely even see it. Way out there. That's gonna be really hard for
Dude, how far is that shit?
Me, I think. However, this
Yeah, see, it's like I could tell myself, yeah, I could fucking do it. I could do that shit,
whole thing's been pretty
but I would probably be cooked.
hard so far.
Like, what if your shit gets like, your raft breaks and you just straight into the middle of the ocean?
Who cares if it gets a little harder? The island I'm stranded on is definitely pretty beautiful.
By the end of day 2, it was clear that I had done something horribly wrong. All I could taste was my own stomach acid in the back of my throat. I was weak, and my body was shutting down. This is the longest I'd ever gone without eating, and I was only getting weaker by the hour. And I still need to build a raft and leave this place once and for all. What would the moment I set sail feel like? Launching into the unknown.
10, 9, 8, 7.
How are we getting out of here? I gotta come up with a plan. Yeah, wouldn't you just take a bunch of fucking wood and bamboo sticks or whatever, and then you make a raft, get some leaves and shit. Maybe if you got like tape or whatever, tape that shit up and just fucking make yourself like a makeshift paddle, and then just start like almost like a kayak, and just start fucking paddling yourself over there. You get some coconut water, you try to find some edible food or whatever, and then you just say fuck it and just go for it. That's the play. But then the problem is like, oh, I'm gonna go over there. But how do you know? How do you know it's not just gonna be some other bullshit ass island? And you know what I mean? Like, what would you actually do in that situation?
6, 5, 3, 2. We have liftoff.
Day 3, being stranded on an island. I'm covered in bug bites. If you can't tell, my lips are swollen. My head also has a big
Why is he swollen? Oh my god, did bugs bite him? Dude, I get the fuck out of there, bro.
bite on it. I'm hoping it's not some
Nah, get the fuck out of there. Take those fucking sticks, make a raft, and fucking go. We'll wait till the sunrise, but...
kind of spider.
It seemed like sleeping bought me some time, but I was still starving. And simple problems I used to tolerate were quickly making me more irritable. And whether I liked it or not,
This is really hard, man.
the food problem really needed to be solved. And so I went nonverbal and tried to make a fishing pole. Since I'm allergic and can't eat them, I used a baby crab as bait, and then it was off to the races.
Oh, look at that. Starfish. I see a lot of fish, but none of them are going for the bait.
I was crashing hard.
Yeah, they're not gonna like eat each other because they're living in the same area or some shit.
But then I made a monumental discovery about eating. It isn't really
Yeah, spear fishing.
optional. The only problem is, I don't really know what I'm doing. And the
Dude, it's weird to think about, like, this is how people used to live, bro. Like, back in the day.
fish, they know exactly what they're doing.
To be fair, they weren't alone. And they were, like, raised to, like, know these survival skills. But, like, you put any one of us out in this shit, we're fucked.
To be honest, if you don't think you're gonna catch fish, when you fail, it hurts less bad. I expect myself to be like freaking Bear Grylls or something. I'm not. I'm just a normal guy with wet feet.
Good morning, everybody. My goal today is to start on the raft.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet, but this looks rafty. So yesterday,
Yeah, how do you put it together? Because I said earlier duct tape, but obviously you're in the middle of fucking nowhere, there's not going to be duct tape. How do you put it all together? Fucking leaves? I don't know.
Planted these
No, you need something something to make it stick so it doesn't fall apart.
Bottles to collect rainwater. I didn't catch any water because I guess it didn't rain. But look how many crabs are in here. Hey, buddy. Remember, I'm allergic and can't eat this little crab. And since I'm a little on the lonely side here,
This is Fred. And Fred is now officially my first friend on this island. Whether he likes it or not, me and Fred are escaping this island together. I'll be honest with you. I want to eat you, but I can't. See that way out there, Fred? That's where we're going.
So if you were actually in this situation, though, what would you do? Because it's like, yeah, we're going to try to take a raft and go out there, but like, how do you know it's just not the exact same like type of place that you're at already?
meantime, I built some new tools designed to virtually give me
Stop. Fred.
unlimited water, which I will need for the journey later. But water only gets you so far.
Are you hungry? I'm so hungry. Should we try to fish again, Fred?
It's been over 4 days since I've eaten. And let's be honest here, if I don't eat soon, I may not be leaving this island at all.
Did he catch a fish? What do you do, bro? I feel like you can't catch a fish. How do you survive this shit? Hey, finally caught one though. Imagine the fish just flies off. Try to catch it again. That'd be terrible. Spend all that time trying to catch a fish you finally do, and then it goes away.
Holy sh! All right. Next part's not for the faint of heart.
Oh my god, using a fucking hockey skate. Dude, I actually, like, if I had to survive, I would eat it. And I'd do this. But I actually hate fish. Hate the way it tastes, hate the way it smells. Like, there's nothing appealing to me about fucking fish.
You're about to see a moment that changed my entire perspective. A single moment that I will remember vividly forever. I could live and I could die 1,000 times, and never again would one single bite of anything taste quite this good.
Yeah, I can imagine, because you haven't ate in how many days, and you're stuck on some fucking island. Bro, because I remember I went camping, I didn't have a hot meal for fucking a few days, and when I finally did, I think it was like McDonald's, bro. It was honestly like the best thing I ever fucking had. So like, I get it, because before that, I just ate fucking bullshit, Cliff Bars and shit, and maybe that's on me because I'm not a fucking outdoors guy.
10, 9, 3, 2.
This is insane. Oh my god.
Yeah, but I'm sure like even me bitching about how I hate fish, and then if I didn't eat for 3 days, and then the only thing I had was fish, I'd be all up on that shit.
Every day I wait to take the leap of leaving this island, I just get weaker and less likely to even make it at all. But this will be my last jolt of energy, a final gift from the ocean, permitting me to find my
Dude, I actually can't imagine like having to survive that way, where you have to like spear your own food and like hunt like that to eat.
way home. In this simulated world, even making it to the island
That is a whole crazy concept to think about, because like right now I can go on my phone, click a few buttons, and I can have fucking Chipotle show up at my front door.
is a miracle in itself. But getting off of it, getting home, is a monumental undertaking. But it doesn't matter. Tomorrow the raft gets built. There just isn't any time left.
Rope.
There's no time to waste. Today is the day. And if you think about it, the wood from my shelter is probably better suited for leaving the island than staying comfortable on it. My idea was to replicate the design of a pontoon boat with two main floaters for the sides.
Dude, I'd be so nervous though. I'm like halfway there, and then this shit just like falls apart.
And after tying these as tight as I could, I laid down some crossbars, fastened them down, and collected some littered plastic bottles. Because if their caps are on, guess what? They float.
This is my
It's a smart play.
best rope option, and I am running pretty low on it. I would also like a lot more wood. So it's probably in our best interest to go look for some more stuff. What do you say, Fred? Oh, what is this? What the hell is that? I mean, this thing looks freaking awesome. I just don't think I have enough energy to carry this back to camp. It's hard plastic. I can barely even bend it. Mildly frustrating.
At first, it seemed like the best I was gonna get was just some extra logs.
Found some pieces of wood. Probably as much as I can carry, though.
But it gets a whole lot better.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm ditching this for that, 100%.
Clearly, I'm not an expert, but that looks like a raft to me. Normally, I feel like for this type of thing, a sail would be in order, but that sounds not possible, so I went for all reliable. Brute force. And as confident as I may look, there was literally no way to know whether or not this would work, except for actual.
Dude, I know I'm not talking a lot, but I'm actually so locked in on what the fuck is happening here. Because then I'm just like, I'm envisioning what would I would do in this situation.
Launching the raft. So I prepared for my final night on the island. This time, with no shelter, I'd be roughing it on the beach, like my very first night.
This is one of the coals from last night. Can't believe it's still hot.
So this fire has started here, went
Actually, it's such a good video to where it has me so locked into where I'm not even saying shit.
up there, and has now returned here. Crazy. Ah, it's really windy.
And it's almost funny
There's a storm coming in.
that the one night I didn't have a shelter would be the night it stormed.
Nah, dude, fuck that. I want to know how he got to this island. Like, I'm sure, I would imagine the island he's trying to get to was where, you know, he maybe landed on, and then he took a boat to get to the island he's at now. But, like, how do you just, like, get access to just, like, chill on an island like that?
I don't take cover where my shelter used to be before it gets too bad. But there's one thing I just thought of that makes all of this a good thing. It's happening! I need to get off this beach! Ah! Come on, Fred!
Wait, what the fuck's that? I'm so confused.
I got you, buddy.
And so I'd be sleeping in the ruins of my old shelter,
I really miss this right now.
knowing that at first light, I would be saying goodbye to this island forever.
Can you just Airbnb an island? Like, how do you get access to this shit? Is he drinking Fred?
I drank and stored all the rainwater I collected.
Oh.
And used whatever I had left to make some final touch-ups on the raft. 37 miles.
He has to go across the ocean 37 fucking miles.
That's where we're headed.
Holy shit.
37 miles.
No fucking way.
37 miles. 37 miles.
Dude, this is actually dog shit. What?
37 miles.
You're nervous? Yeah,
Dude, I didn't know it was that far. I knew it was far, but I didn't know it was like I'm gonna shit my pants that far.
I'm nervous too. I'll protect us out there though, Fred. I'll keep us safe out there. Before I let you free, I have got to let you try a hamburger. It's insane.
What do crabs eat? That's probably a dumbass question, but I'm not that much involved in the knowledge of the ocean's eating.
We're gonna get there alive, and I'm gonna give both of us a hamburger, and then I'll set you free, Fred. All right, here we go. What I'm about to do is pretty dangerous, and under no circumstances is any single one of you to ever try this at home.
Nah, because I have that delusional confidence that I can do this myself. But at the same time, I would never do this because fuck that. But I feel like I could figure it out. I feel like if you're in a point where you have to survive, you'll do everything you can to survive. You know what I mean? It's just like biological human nature. You're not just gonna give up. You know, I feel like you have to at least try.
All right, Fred, I'm gonna do all the paddling. You just hold on.
Oh my god, this looks like ass. Oh my god, and you have to do that for 37 fucking miles.
You doing okay, Fred?
And so
What do you think is going through the mind of the crab right now?
begins our journey. 37 miles to mainland. If I can make it there, then I theoretically would have survived the simulation. But I'll be honest with you, 37 miles isn't exactly a walk in the park. And in those first 3 hours while I was getting a hang of this raft, I wasn't particularly making great pace.
Yeah, 37 miles is like an hour car drive.
We're getting somewhere. Not as fast as I'd like to, but we're out of the island
I guess it depends where you're going, but you know what I mean.
anymore, Fred. Oh, in the middle of the ocean. Tom Hanks made this look easy.
At this point, I'd only made it about a mile, meaning if I didn't speed up, this would probably be taking multiple days.
Oh, man. Fred, I'm sorry, I need a break. Fred. You doing okay?
Clearly the solution here is I need to find a way to move faster.
My paddle's breaking a little bit. This is gonna be really hard. This is gonna be hard.
At 1.5 miles away from the island, I felt a burst of energy pushing me forward.
Hang on, Fred. I see something up there.
Do crabs have ears? Stupid ass question. Can he hear what he's saying right now?
Followed by
Brother, you are not 1.5 miles away from that island. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
the opposite.
Fred! Wake up! Wake up! Fred! Fred, I'm at a part of the ocean you've never been here before. I'm at a part of the ocean you've never been here before, Fred. Fred, you never seen where I am. You're from like a small town. I'm over Ocean, New York City right now.
The small town of the entire island.
You don't know what the I'm doing over here, Fred.
At this point, the camera I had set up back on the beach did in fact run out of battery.
Oh, I'm taking on too much water.
Oh, I thought that was like a drone that he kind of just like had that he was controlling. Why would he leave a fucking camera on the island?
And while approaching the
I guess unless he can just theoretically go back on like a boat or some shit.
5-hour mark, something was significantly slowing my raft down. And it wasn't long until I figured out what it was.
It's full of water.
Is he sinking?
This is too heavy. It's too heavy.
Wait, what's even in that? Hey, I ain't about throwing shit in the ocean, but I guess you gotta do what you gotta do to survive, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna come back.
He's not going back.
For it.
By the time you come back, homie, that shit gonna be in the other ocean.
Come back for it. I just can't.
At this point, I had made it about 3 miles, which meant I was approaching this small
Oh, wait, he said I'm 1.5 miles from the island, not to the island.
island.
Dude, all that, and you're only 3.5 miles in. This is buns.
Which, if you remember, was visible very far in the distance from that camera I had set up on the beach.
This is fucking hard.
And with 34 miles left in this trip, it would probably make sense to stop there for the night.
What do you mean, stop there for the night?
But I honestly wasn't exactly functioning well enough to make that call.
Yeah, are you just like gonna be out there when it's dark? You have to like do this in one go, like fucking sun up to sun down.
Hang on.
If that's even possible, but like you don't want to be out there when it's dark.
Hang on, Fred.
He probably has like what blisters in his hands. Okay, this is buns, bro.
Fred, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't know how we're supposed to get over there. The island is very far away.
Bro, I'd actually lose my mind, bro. I'm like, this shit's making me nervous, and I'm not even the one out there.
No!
You'd be surprised how quickly the day gets away from you. And even though I wasn't functioning well
He's been doing this for 8 hours.
at all at this point, I knew continuing in the night would be virtually impossible.
Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna ride these waves into those islands over there. Cause I see a radio tower right there. There's a radio tower on that one, which means maybe there's people there.
The new plan was clear, but the question, would I even have the
Well, how long would it even take to get there?
ability to get there?
And bro, he's been out here for like days, and he's had a singular fish.
I was extremely dehydrated, exhausted, and if it got dark, would I even be able to see where I was going? It would be an additional 2 miles to get there. But honestly, at this point, what other option did I have?
Yeah, because you're not gonna turn back, and you can't make it to the one you want to go to. So that's really the best option.
Oh, the waves are getting really crazy. Oh, there's a sailboat over there in the distance. I can't tell if this guy sees me or not.
You think you can see him? The guy on the sailboat? I mean, that's far, dude. Oh, yeah, he's definitely coming over this way.
Can you stop? Yes! Help! Okay!
Actually, shout out this dude, because if it wasn't for him, he'd probably be actually fucked.
What? You're gonna get me though, right? Okay.
After a full day of giving it my all, I'd only made it about 4.5 miles off the island.
Dude, that's insane.
Which means if this boat never came, I'd be continuing this journey through the night and probably for days.
That would actually be ass, because it took him over 8 hours to do 4 miles. And he has to do like 37.
It's hard for me to remember what exactly I was thinking while on that raft. But now, thinking clearly, I don't think I would have made it back home. Or anywhere else for that matter.
How should I do this?
It's good this is only a simulation, and I happen to be paddling around in a channel where boats like this tend to pass by. But unfortunately,
Just gave him his fucking crab.
that's not where the real planes tend to crash.
Actually, shout out these guys being out there. Unless he like knew those guys or something, and you know had him just like be out there just in case. You know what I mean? Like that. I guess that would make sense to me, because like what? There's gonna be guys on a sailboat just randomly being out there. I mean, it could obviously be a possibility, but like it would make sense that like he would have like extra people just in case. You know, it's like it's getting late out and the sun's setting.
So, yeah, I probably would have died.
Either way, that would have taken him like weeks to probably get over to that fucking other island.
Theoretically, of course. But wait, this story isn't over yet, because I still have some promises I made to a friend that I definitely plan on seeing through.
Oh, getting the burger to Fred. Dude, I can't imagine working at a restaurant. You're like a host at a restaurant or some shit, and you just see some dude walk in with a fucking crab and like a broken water bottle.
It's time to set you free, Fred. You don't belong.
Bro, Fred just got taken from his entire family. Fred was chilling with his family by that island. He had a home, wife, and kids. You just took him from them.
Belong in a plastic bottle. Belong out there in the ocean.
And I'm also aware that talking to a crab is a pretty strange thing to do. But I genuinely believe Fred is the reason I was able to make it off that island at all.
I'm gonna miss that guy more than he
What do you think was going through the mind of Fred during that whole time?
knows.
Actually, W video. This is one of the best videos I've seen in a long fucking time. I know at points I wasn't talking much, but I was just like, I was so locked in. That shit made my heart racing, bro. But yeah, anyways, if you like, subscribe, leave a comment, do the thing. Bye.
Got these voices in my head, I got some things will never change. Never change, at least I'll stay in my lane. I'll tell this bitch to leave me alone, but she won't get up on my